Hello, everybody. Good evening, and hello from the future. For you, it is Tuesday night, March 17th, 2026. Happy St. Patrick's Day to those who are celebrating. I should have realized it was St. Patrick's Day and maybe put green on for this pre-recorded video, but it is Sunday night, the 8th, the Sunday before I'm leaving to go to Long Beach for On Stage, and I am trying to prepare ahead because when I do get back from Long Beach, I actually have a meeting Tuesday evening, so I can't do my regular live videos, so I thought I would try to do a recorded premiere. So I have on a little hockey shirt. It says Ice Ice Baby, and it has a hockey stick on there. The local hockey team broke their losing streak this weekend, so I'm just very happy. It's been a time. Welcome for any of you who have never been here before. My name is Anne Marie, and I am the AM of Handmade by AM Bevel. So if you would just please take a moment to like this video and subscribe if you have not already, I'd greatly appreciate it. And you can also follow me on my socials, which the links are in the description. And with that, you're seeing this post me being in California in 80-degree weather, I think is what I have looked up on the phone so far. And so I hope that you have followed me along on Facebook to see sneak peeks of new products that are coming and any other thoughts and feelings I have about anything that I see and what's going on in the Stampin' Up! World. And now, since I am several days away from any of that happening, I do know that we're getting new ink pads. I've addressed that a little bit. We're going to talk about that more as actually I get my hands on the new in colors and the new ink pads. Speaking of in colors, these beautiful in colors here, we're just gonna go down to the table real quick. Pretty in Pink, the Peach Pie Shy Shamrock, which is very fitting for today, being St. Patrick's Day, or today for you all. The Summer Splash and Petunia Pop are coming to an end because they are our 24-26 in colors. So I do not know when these are going to go to while supplies last. They probably already are. If they're not already, they will be soon. So if you need ink refills, more cardstock, you need the ink pad, get the refill. If you need Stampin' Blends, ribbons, any of the, what are we talking about, like bling, why I can't think, embellishments that are these colors, they will all be going away because we are going to be getting our 26-28 in colors, and those in colors will be on the new style ink pad, which I will hopefully be able to show you soon after this video. So stock up on these now while you can because they are going away. So you've probably, maybe you've seen videos or pictures of the end colors already if you followed me on Facebook or on Instagram. And if you have not seen those, then when you're done with this video, you should go over to my Facebook page and you can check out. There's probably an obscene amount of footage. That's kind of what I tend to do. Just as a reminder, there were new online exclusives that were released at the beginning of March, so you want to make sure that you go ahead and shop those and take advantage of the Product of the Month offer. And this is the Product of the Month. I do have it coming to my house. It won't be here before I leave, which is kind of a bummer. You can add this stamp set, which is the Notes of Spring stamp set, to your order for $5 with a qualifying order. So a qualifying order is a $75 order, and then you have the option to add this stamp set for $5. This stamp set is only available while supplies last. The time of this video, the Designer Series paper, which was the February Product of the Month, is still available, which you could add instead of this for $5 with your $75 order. And the Alexa is giving me some kind of timer that I had set. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Oh, it's for me to close the window. So let's hope that I can remember to do that when I'm done doing this video. There's also, I believe, the December Product of the Month is also available as a Designer Series paper. You can only get one. You're only limited to the one stamp set. So one Product of the Month per order. and you're only allowed to get this stamp set or the designer series paper one time. So I do think I will continue to say this. I've said it last week, which would be 2 videos ago for you all, because I'm going to go live on Monday night, which is tomorrow. A week ago, Monday for you all. I know it's very confusing for me, at least. That I think this is going to be a popular stamp set, and I do not expect it to last a very long time at all. So please make sure to take advantage of that. I do have Turbo coming over here, so that's fantastic. I think that kind of checks off everything. Oh look, hi Turbo. I'm gonna need you to leave so I can craft. So you're gonna mess up the camera, which is awesome. Oops. And let's see, how does it look? Hey, it looks pretty good. So I am featuring a sketch tonight, and this is the sketch I'm featuring. It's a very simple sketch, which is fine with me. And I do have, I didn't do a measurement for that one because you'll see, I didn't use this layer quite, but we can talk through what maybe that would be. And I went ahead, I was going through my packs of designer series paper, and I found that I had not used any of the Turtle-Y paper, Turtle-Y Cute designer series paper. I had full sheets, so I have a couple of other samples as well. So we're going to use the Turtle-Y Sweet DSP. This came out in the annual catalog. So that would be the 25-26 annual catalog. And at this point, once you see this, it will be officially announced that there is no longer an annual catalog. There will be 3 mini catalogs, which will feature the product. So it'll be like the fall and the spring catalog that'll come out. It'll run May to August, September to December, January to April. And then the online releases that occur every other month along with that. So, and sometimes they actually occur on the same. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work out. Come back next Tuesday when I'll be live. And I'll probably have some more information for you. But I didn't want to leave y'all hanging without anything. So the Turtle-Y Cute DSP is part of a suite of products, and it probably is retiring or going to be on last chance. So if this is something you like, make sure to go and check out the Turtle-Y Cute Suite. I think that is actually the name of the suite. There are these great little cut-aparts too, which make fun card fronts or great for scrapbooks. And our little turtle friends are doing a lot of things. We have little birthday turtles. We have like outdoor turtles. We have musically inclined turtles. We have kind of a, I don't know, he's on a bike, leisure turtle as he picnics and rides that. I don't know what that bike is called. Somebody will know. And we have like summer vibe turtle who's got grilling and chilling and at the beach with the towel, which is kind of hilarious, and with the little floaty on. So Mr. Turtle is doing a lot of things. And I just thought it would be cute to make a couple of cards with that paper because I hadn't used it and it's coming to the end of its cycle. And it actually ends up being kind of a fun color palette. So the stamps that I'm going to feature, I've been featuring this bundle a lot. This is the Banner Sains bundle, or just you can get just the stamp set or just the punch. The bundle together, while I am filming this, is currently available, and it's $38.50 for the punch, which I love, 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 love this punch. And with the stamp set. If you just wanted to get the punch, which I can totally understand, you can fit a lot of things in here. The punch is $26 or it's $38.50 with the stamp set. They do go great together, but if you're just wanting the punch, again, $26. And this is the 3 banner punch is how you would find this. Or if you look up Banner Sains bundle, you will find them together. So for the sketch that I'm doing, I'm going to kind of keep it up here And we'll go over the measurements that I cut. So I have a card base, just a standard card base, and I've chosen, what is this, Granny Apple Green. And then this first dark gray layer, I have a 5 1/4 by 4, so kind of that regular, normal edge. Then I have our birthday turtles cut at 3 by 4. Uh-oh, don't want to lose that. So it looks like this. And I really felt it needed a layer because the DSP has that white background. I think we need the layer. So I added in 4 1/8 by 3 1/8 of the Granny Apple Green, which matches the card base, just to help it pop off the page a little bit. Now, I did not want to do this lighter rectangle layer because of what my images are here. I didn't want to hide my turtles. But if I were to do this, I would, since this is 3 inches, I would cut it at, let's say, what's half of 3? Nobody's here to help me. 1 1/2 by 2. No. This would be 2. This would be 2. And 2 3/4 by 2, I think, is what I would cut. Let me just grab a little piece of cardstock here. Whoops. We'll just throw all that down. Two. That's not long enough. Yep. So if you wanted to have that layer, so you can see why I did not do that. Obviously that color does not work. I need to pick up my petunia pots now. Just fast forward. There we go. So if you want to do the third layer, what did I say? I already forgot. 2 3/4 by 2. So I have skipped this layer, but I've opted for something different in lieu of this. So you could have maybe this could be an embossed layer. This could be more of a small pattern or the large pattern and then another pattern. You could do 3 patterns. That would be a way to do that, and then with your sentiment banner. But what I did is I took my 1 1/2 inch circle punch and I punched out a circle, and then I have one of my little banners here to help highlight, and I think I'm going to put it right on his little shell belly. So we're just going to assemble this real quick. So this is the other side of our birthday turtles. It does make it easy to use the same sheet of paper for your layers. It is a little less thinking. Though, what's so great about the designer series paper is you can, use your pack and swap it out and do whatever works for you. But I did happen to like the little music notes because I am going to use a happy birthday sentiment, since he's got little cakes and balloons and party hats. So I love adding that eighth inch larger piece, especially when your DSP is white, where it just seems like it washes out. You could do the thicker one. So this is a 3 by 4 piece, or 4 by 3, 3 by 4, depending on how that goes. So think about this, the birthday turtle was kind of scattered all different ways. As you can see, there wasn't like an up or a down, but as I cut it, I did decide this is the way he should go for this card. But instead of 4 1/8, you could do 4 1/4 by 3 1/4 if you're more comfortable with those measurements. Just know, you know, you're going to get a little bit more cut off from your smaller pattern paper. But I like doing, when I'm just needing it to frame out the DSP to let it pop a little bit, I love just adding an 1/8 inch onto the size of what I'm trying to highlight. Now this I am going to just adhere with dimensionals. This is a super easy card. And you know, sketches can be very easy. We can also zhuzh them up a little bit. We're not going to do too much zhuzhing tonight. I was thinking about like, oh, I'd add ribbon or something, but again, I didn't want to hide the turtles because they're such a large, they're a large image, but they're not too large of an image. If that makes sense, because you could put a ribbon here, I guess. It would have, I just thought it would look odd. And I didn't have a ribbon that I thought would look good, because I figured this is going to be a card for a little kid. It could be for a little boy. And we don't need a lot of zhuzhing too much, probably, for most little boys. So I have the happy birthday stamp from that. And I have, make it easy, we're going to use Granny Apple Green. Do a little test down here. See if I can use this grid sheet tomorrow when I do a live video on Monday. If you've never seen one of my live videos, you can catch them all on YouTube. Just go to my channel and click on the live tab and you'll see them all. There's a lot of great videos there. I feel a sneeze. Feel it? Yep. Oh! Excuse me. So I'm going to just do a little Tombow to glue the happy birthday on. Could come through with maybe a little texture stamp if you wanted to add a little something to that circle. That would be a way to kind of make it a little different. Ooh, now I'm just sneezed. Goodness, excuse me for that. We're going to do dimensionals here. And again, I think it'll be kind of cute to... We don't need this to go off the card, so we'll just scooch it over a little bit. There we go. And then I am going to come through with some bling, some gems that I have on hand. I am pretty sure these are not available, but I'm using I'm going to use probably these green ones. They've been in my stash, but, you know, use whatever you have, whatever you like. I always say, if you see, especially with Stampin' Up, if you see a bling, an embellishment you like, don't wait till your next order. Just order at least one now. You'll be thankful you did. So that just adds a little sparkle there. And then for the inside, I do have a piece of white, and I like my insides to be, I don't do like this large layer. I do a 5 by 4, 3 3/4. Sometimes I'll do a 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Make it even smaller. Ooh, my tape's about to run out. But my trick, I think that looks very lovely with that thicker border on the inside. And then I can come, well, this should really go this way. I was going to do this, but I might just do like this because the notes are the way it's cut. Let's do a little focus. So these notes I do feel are directional. I think if they're this way, it doesn't look right. So I think I'll just place it, do I like it over here? I think the right-handedness in me says here. So we'll just tape that down right there. if we have enough tape in this roll. Ooh, just barely. I have been on some card making because I made all of my swaps. I can't wait for you to see those. Again, if you have not been over to my Facebook page to see everything that I did on stage, make sure to get over there. I need a little bit there. I'm not going to change out my whole gun, but I have my trusty Scotch double-sided tape. And we'll just do this in here. So putting a little DSP inside your card cuts down your space, but it still kind of leaves it nice. Or if you did some stamping here with something, maybe some textures, maybe the gears and textures, that would have been kind of fun. Let me see, do I have, that's the dies, where's the stamps? I have not figured out how I want to have my arrangement with these, with the stamps and dies, with the new packaging. I just have not figured it out yet. So they just kind of stack on top of each other. May not be the best thing, but here's this gears and texture. So like even just doing the like paint splatters inside, this is kind of cool too. Would be, I think, is probably good for about any card. Ooh, we are out of focus because So there is that sketch. So let's just go over the measurements one more time. Let's see, I'm trying to keep it into the frame. I know I've got my little logos up there. So the gray layer on our little Turtle-Y Cute card is our music notes, which is a crushed curry music note, 5 1/4 by 4. Then the next layer, which maybe could be even smaller, I did 4 by 3, and I do that because that allows, when you do 4s and 3s, you get more cuts out of your 12 by 12. You could make it a little smaller if you want. And then if you wanted the light gray layer, if you were using my measurements, I would do 2 3/4 by 2. What did I do with that little, here's my petunia pop piece for reference, and then you could have your sentiment across there. And then I did add the 1/8 inch, so 4 1/8 by 3 1/8 border around on the paper. So here is pretty much the same one I did, but I did the garden green base. I even have the same green blings on there. This poor turtle, he's just upside down and hidden. I don't know. Looks like he's doing a cartwheel behind the dot. And inside, I have the little music notes there at the bottom. And then, let's see, I pulled them out, and then there was the cut apart with the turtles getting married. And this is funny because I just did some wedding cards. Somebody at church had asked for wedding cards, and I made some with the bundle I had used the first Tuesday of this month. So would that have been the 3rd of March? So go check out the 3rd of March video. I will have pictures eventually of some of the wedding cards that I made. But I just thought they were so cute. And this is this little polka dot. Look how fun the color palette really is in this pack of paper. So I have the little polka dot stripe in there because we have Poppy Parade, Petal Pink, we have the 2 greens, there's black, there's crushed, not crushed curry. I did already said curry, that's what this is, crushed curry. Let's see, like just a really large balmy blue, basic black, Cajun craze, cherry cobbler, crumb cake, crushed curry, daffodil delight, darling duckling, early espresso, flirty flamingo, garden green, grand apple green, gray granite, pecan pie, petal pink. This pack of paper has like every color involved. And then I had to do a card with the little music guys, and I used the Consider Yourself Hug. Now this Celebrate comes not from the stamp set that I featured. I needed a wedding sentiment, so I pulled that from another stamp set. But the Consider Yourself Hugged is in the little sayings the Banner Sayings stamp set. And when I first was cutting this, because this is the back of this one, I love this like shell pattern. It's so cool. I was going to do the sketch, but this way. And I even thought, oh, I'll do a layer, but this is kind of the sketch that way. But what I did was I punched out the banner, and I punched it out in the Poppy Parade as well, and then cut it in the middle, and then just adhered it to give it a little bit of a border. Because I tried the circle, and I thought it was just covering too much up, because I wanted our little banjo player and our bass drummer to be seen, and then I have bling on them all. So fun fact, if you did not know, my freshman year of high school, I marched with the bass drum, and it was probably that size compared to my body. It was like the second largest one. And then my freshman and sophomore year of college, I marched with the little, like the smallest bass drum. I don't know what the size was. So there's your fun fact. I marched a snare drum the rest of high school, but in college I marched with the little baby drum. If you do not know, I was a percussionist in my early life. I could probably manage to do it now, not very well, but it's enough where I can read rhythm and music. So I do hope that this little sketch will inspire you to, you know, when you're like, what do I do? That you can get some inspiration from this. I've really enjoyed this year. Again, if this is your first time, I've done a lot of sketches this year. One of the groups that I'm in has done a sketch a week, and I think I've used almost all of them for something. I think there's a couple early on that I have not used, but I'll probably go back and use them at some point. So it has been fun to do the sketches. It still looks so blurry. There we go. That is much better. These turtles getting married is just cracking me up so bad. My coworker is, well, he's not really my coworker. I guess I'm his boss. He's getting married this summer. This would be hilarious to give to him. I kind of want to give him a really fancy one, though, but this is so freaking hilarious. Okay, sorry, I can't. I saw that. I didn't even know that was on there. I pulled it out, and I just started laughing. Like, oh my gosh, this is way too funny. And so, yeah, that was one of the cut aparts. But I hope that this will give you some inspiration. You can use any paper that you want. Maybe you do see the Turtle-Y Cute paper and you said, oh, it's Turtle-Y Cute and I need to pick that up before it's gone. So this product is going to more than likely be on its way out into the last chance section. So make sure to check that out. And hopefully I'm able to figure out how to get this video uploaded onto YouTube just fine and premiered for Tuesday, March 17th at 6:30 p.m. This is like the first, what time is it now? It's 7:20 now and it's still light because we just did the daylight savings time thing, and it is really kind of a psychological trip every time, isn't it? Anytime, if we fall back, spring forward, it's like, oh my gosh, it's still lighter. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. We're just all adjusting. So once again, if you are still here, thank you so much for being here. Please leave comments. I love to go back and look at those. Make sure to follow me. If you're not already on my socials, please reminder to like this video. It really helps me out, and to subscribe, and that way you'll get notified every time that I do go live. So I should see you next Tuesday live. Let me see, what does the computer say that date? That would be March 24th. And that will be Stamp Club projects, which is wild. I need to plan those before I leave too. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. If you're on the website, you get confused about something, you can reach out to me on Facebook. You can send me an email, send me a private message. If you have my phone number, send me a text. So I just appreciate that. And as I always say, just a reminder, make sure to mail a card out, or 2 or 3 or 10. I know, postage is expensive, but it's less than $1. So for less than $1, you can send a smile to somebody and make their day. So we'll see you next week, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.